What's happening, Ada Cardano community? We are officially 2 days away from the big day, and that is the VASIL hard fork, the largest upgrade we've ever seen on the Cardano ecosystem. I'm going to talk about what Michael Van Popp, a very outspoken and well-followed analyst, is saying about the potential for a Cardano rally ahead of or during the VASIL hard fork. But I'm also going to talk about Cardano as it exists today and what's going on the blockchain that gives me a lot of investor confidence and why it's one of my top holdings. So we're actually going to jump into that first before we get into the article that talks about the potential of a Cardano ADA rally. All right. So with all that being said, make sure you hit the like button down below, subscribe as well. I'm here for you every single day. Now that the Ethereum merge has passed, all eyes on Charles Hoskinson and company with the VASIL hard fork upgrade to Cardano. But this is something that's been happening behind the scenes for quite some time. Now, this is an updated top crypto projects. And the metric that they're looking at here is the number of active GitHub contributors. One thing we've talked about with Cardano is the amount of activity that happens on the Cardano blockchain oftentimes gets overlooked. Why? Well, many people focus on the chart. Many people focus on volume. Many people focus on the amount of holders and prices. But when we really zoom out, and if we say, hey, Cardano is a great long-term investment, what do you really want to see? You want to see development. You want to see people actually coming into the Cardano ecosystem in droves to develop new decentralized applications on it for the future. And that's exactly what we see when we dive a little deeper into Cardano. You can see it is by far in the last month the top crypto project by the number of contributors, active GitHub contributors. It's Cardano making up 11% of this pie chart, Ethereum just below it, followed by Polkadot, Kusama, Filecoin, and a few others. This speaks volumes for Cardano. It's not always about the price. It's not always about the volume or the chart. Of course, we want to see the price move up, and good projects will move up with time. We've seen it with Cardano already in the last bull run. But here's the thing. Cardano is still very early on in its development, right? And it's now going through the biggest upgrade, which, again, 2 days away, right around 48 hours away until the VASIL hard fork goes live. So with that being said, I know we want to talk about the price too. Will we see a Cardano price rally? Is it in play as we get ready for the VASIL upgrade? And this is according to analyst Michael Van de Pope, who, again, somebody I follow on Twitter. And listen, he's been around the space for a very long time, and he does a great job with technical analysis. And I think it's good to get his perspective and many other professionals' perspectives here, especially when we have a catalyst like this working with us with the VASIL hard fork upgrade. So again, in a new YouTube video, crypto trader Michael Van de Pope tells his 165,000 subscribers that there are massive opportunities surrounding Cardano's VASIL hard fork, which is slated to occur on September 22nd. This video is being uploaded and dropped out there on the 20th here, just 2 days away. The upgrade aims to increase the scalability of the project. That's what it's all about here, scalability and throughput for Cardano, allowing developers to come in and easily build on top of the network, a lot easier than it is now. So here's what he had to say. He quotes, people are assuming that we'll be falling down even more from here, but frequently that's not the case, as the most obvious levels are usually not getting hit. In that case, the area around 32 cents to 40 cents is an important one to keep an eye on and should be support to avoid any market breakdown, and is most likely going to sustain as the support here for the next cycle. So real quick note that I can add on to that, the yearly low is 39 cents for Cardano. That's as low as we've been here in 2022. We have been seemingly hanging out in the mid 40-cent range for quite some time, right? Roughly 44 to 46 cents seems to be our kind of, most talked about range when we do a Cardano video, which we do quite a bit of them here on the channel. If you like Cardano and you're not yet subscribed, make sure you do that as well. Finally, this means that we basically have no momentum and hype going towards the VASIL hard fork, of course, with all the macroeconomic factors at play working against us. So this brings massive opportunities if the VASIL hard fork is going to take place in a positive manner, which is quite similar to the Ethereum merge. in that case, a run towards $1 isn't unexpected around this event. So he's not ruling out the possibility that Cardano could actually break out and head closer to $1. We have seen a couple little spurts this year in 2022 where Cardano has breached or went past the 60-cent range. Although it's been short-lived, right? We see it briefly and then it comes back down to reality into that mid 50-cent range, then eventually into the mid 45, 46-cent range when the overall crypto market pulls back. One thing can be said about Cardano, it does follow the top heavy hitters very closely. And the two I'm talking about, of course, are Bitcoin and Ethereum. Cardano is a top ranked cryptocurrency in the top 10. So it does track Bitcoin really, really closely. It's currently ranked 8th right now behind XRP and trading at about 45 cents at the time of this recording. But now just 2 days away, the potential for a run up, at least the potential is there, says Michael Van de Pope. And I've read this same kind of sentiment from some other professionals. But again, I'll remind you, I'm not looking for Cardano to go to $1 so I can exit and leave, right? I'm looking at Cardano years down the line where I think it could enter into the neighborhood of $8 to $10. Just last cycle, we saw a $3 Cardano, give or take. That's back in 2021, right? With only 4% of people in crypto. Once we get into that 12 to 15% range, whether that happens at near 2025 or 2030 or somewhere in between, I do think Cardano could reach $8 to $10. And again, I'm not just throwing that number out there. These are price predictions that we've done here on the channel many times before. Many other people way smarter than I have also put out these numbers. That's why it continues to be a top holding of mine. I think there obviously is always risk associated with investing in crypto and investing in general. But when you look at a top 10 crypto that has that kind of room to run, and it's still so early on in its infancy stages, really, I like that. And I want a big piece of Cardano. That's why I've continued to add on to my position here. Not financial advice, but all 2022, I've been adding. I mean, it's been a great opportunity, in my opinion, to do so with some of the top cryptos like ADA. And that's where I stand on it right now. We'll see if it does run up as we get closer to the VASIL hard fork. But here's the thing. This is bigger than the price. I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning of the video here. We're setting up the next 5 to 10 years for Cardano, making it easier to develop on top of it. The biggest upgrade it's seen so far. Remember that it's not always about the short-term price action. When in doubt, zoom out. Ask yourself, why are you here? Are you here to make money today or tomorrow or next month? Or are you here to invest and be ready for 2030, where you too, like everybody who's in crypto, wanting to become extremely wealthy because we were early to cryptocurrency. So ask yourself those questions and let me know what you think about this down below. And we'll bring you another Cardano video, of course, ahead of the VASIL hard fork as well. All right. Thanks so much for popping in, guys. See ya.